So we've learned long division a couple of different ways, and we've learned how to check our long division. Now we're moving on to sometimes when you don't have to use long division. Before you start dividing your brains out, we look for division patterns. And we've done this before with multiplication. I like to call this the tens trick in reverse. It is just as useful as the tens trick. So let's say you have a division question, like right here, 240 divided by 8. Before you start drawing your box and putting in your dividend in your divisor and doing long division or partial quotients, stop. Look at your question. Think. Is there a basic fact in here that you could use the tens trick in reverse? What I like to do is I underline the basic fact, which is 24 divided by 8. So 24 is divided by 8 3 times. And I can do this because 240 is a multiple of 10, and I have a basic fact. So 24 divided by 8 is 3, but then I have a 0 left over, so 30. Way easier than long division. Now I can check this very quickly by doing the tens trick. 8 times 3 is 24 with a 0, 240. I've checked my division. Same as we did in the last video. Take your quotient, divide it by, or multiply it times your divisor, and it should equal your dividend. So as long as you know your parts of a division question, you can quickly do that mentally. And this allows us to divide mentally instead of drawing a box and wasting time and effort. It's way more efficient. So let's do another one. Let's say you have a similar question, 240 divided by 80. Again, underline your basic fact, 24 divided by 8, which is still 3. Hard to write like that, sorry. But this time, I have 2 zeros. Now, when we multiplied, we added up the zeros and put them at the end of our answer. We don't do that with division, we do the opposite. We actually divide out the zeros. So we check them off. Here's a 0, here's a 0. How many zeros are left? No zeros. So our answer, our quotient is 3. Let's check it. 3 times 8 is 24. Add the 0, 240. That equals our dividend. Is that confusing? Let's try another one. Okay, so let's try this one. Again, our basic fact, 24 divided by 8, which is 3. Now we have our zeros. So we take away this 0, take away that 0. You have to take one away from each term of your equation. How many zeros do I have left? I have 1 0 left to put in my quotient. Now, if I check my answer, here's what I do. 8 times 3 is 24. Add my 2 zeros, 1, 2, and it works. Now here's a little trick that they try and catch you on. Sometimes, let's look at this question. You're gonna think, oh, 8 and 4. Well, 4 goes into 8 2 times, so you're gonna put down 2. No, be careful. This is where it becomes very important, dividend and divisor. Your actual basic fact here is 40 divided by 8. This is your divisor. It's dividing into this, and 8 does not go into 4. So when you look at 8 goes into 4 and you think, that doesn't work. No, so use one of the zeros as your basic fact. 8 goes into 40 5 times. Now I've used up one of those zeros, okay? So it's already used, it's gone. So now when I go like that, I have 1 0 left to go in my quotient. And now when I check it, I have 8 times 5, which is 40. How many zeros? 1, 2, 1, 2, and that gives me my dividend. Isn't that cool? Way easier than using the box.